Greetings, greetings, family, near and far and wide, on planet, off planet, in the planet, Shambhala. You're done how it goes already. If your nature's agreeable, step this way. Disagreeable, step back, because we ain't got no more time for that. Come in, my youth.
Yeah, when you have love, anything can manifest for you. Just have gratitude. And yeah, we're back with Ladycrowne, and we don't stay down, we stay up, and we don't chat pop, because it's Real Talk, episode 97. And 9 plus 7 equals 16. 1 plus 6 equals 7. The number that's linked to spirituality, God, the Most High, Jah Rastafari. And everything's interconnected with this first shout out. Shout outs to Lady 7 out there. That lady there.
Beautiful sister.
She's little but talawa. And trust me, she's got that big energy. You know, she's got that presence about her. She's really tapped in, man. You know, shout outs to you, sister. Divine sister. And yeah, second shout outs to my older out there, Mas T. And let me tell you, yeah, that guy, he put me onto David Goggins at a crucial time, early 2020. And it was crucial for me because I was in and out, you know what I mean? Shake it all about, fluctuating in and out of consciousness. And that was a big trigger for me to really tap in every single second. Shout outs to that guy out there, my older Mas T. And yeah, first shout outs, yeah? And I'm going to let Ladycrowne shout out this lady out here. The one and only.
The Queen, innit?
The Queen.
Queen Michelle, what can I say? Yo, girl, what do you think? You were right. Absolutely. For those of you who don't know, Queen Michelle sent me some headbands we were talking about. I don't know what we were talking about. And she sent us a picture with a whole heap of headbands. I said, oh, you can send some of those my way. And true to form, what can I say? Literally the next day they were, you know, here, but Mum missed it because she didn't hear them knocking. So I want to say heartfelt thank you. Thank you so much. I'm adorning it now. Feels comfortable, and it goes with my glow because I was on the allotment on Saturday, just sunning. Yesterday, sunning. Trust me. So yeah, definitely boosted up that melanin. So thank you very much, Michelle. I really appreciate it. And the bee bombs. Yeah, I've never heard of those. Yes, STS. Well, you can give thanks for that.
Yeah,
you know?
thank you for that. The bees love me, so that's just a bonus for them. You know
absolutely, I mean? Absolutely. So we will, you know, read the instructions and scatter them, and yeah. Well, we don't have to encourage the bees up here. Trust me. On the allotment, they're here, you know, in full force. It's when we go where those lovely monstrosities that they're putting up all over the place, you know, that interfere with the frequency and causes.
So you have to keep your frequency high, because that's your greatest protection right now. Your frequency is connected with your immune system. You know, we're energy beings.
And they know that. That's why they're doing what they're doing.
So if you're at high energy, you're less likely to get impacted by that. But also, obviously, you got to be aware. You got to get your blockers out there. Remember when we had the DNA resonators? We still got them from alteredstates.com. Tap into that website there. New Zealand scientists. But yeah, man. And trust, man, so sharp right now. Been doing a lot of inner work. Me and Ladycrowne, we do this every day, man. We live this, innit? And when you live this year, trust me, it's a different energy, like I like to say, because you can feel it. You can really feel where we're coming from. And you know, big ups to all of you out there. If you're tapped into this video, you're connecting with the divine, and everything's going to be working out for you as long as you are open to receive greatness and infinite blessings. Because remember, you are a star. That iron in your blood, the calcium in your teeth, the carbon in your eyes, the copper in your brain. Trust me, don't go insane. Stay sane like us. You know what I mean? And remember that you have got the power, but you have to keep tapping in. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Every single second, like I like to say. Because remember this year, I always say, because it's subconscious, bro. When you speak, it's only 5%. You get me? The 95% is the true governor. Yeah. So remember, don't get captured by the illusions of people speaking eloquently, and that don't matter, fam. It's about the action, because the action is what's going to manifest their life. You know what I mean? So people can speak, you know, oh Lord, that don't matter. It matters about what you're really doing. You know what I mean? Trust me, that's the real. That's your real true essence, man. Not what you're just saying. Don't get twisted. We're social beings, I get it. We love to connect on that level. But when you really tap into the mind and consciousness, you'll realize that your self-talk is crucial, you know. You know, love yourself, baby. And I really mean this, love yourself. Like, trust me, and have gratitude, you know. Just like my mentor out there, Infinite Waters, he said, give thanks every day. because it shifts you into a higher frequency. A lot of people need to be more thankful for their lives, you know. There's children out there that are eating mud cakes in third world countries and got no food, and people are complaining about the most minor of things, man. People need to really work on their perception of life, man.
Absolutely.
And have a wider perspective of life. There's many people going through real suffering and pain. You get me?
Yeah.
And remember, if you're tapped into this video, you're in a privileged position. Just the fact that you're watching this.
Yeah.
People haven't even got these phones. Well, yeah, like, trust me, when you really have a wide perspective of life, you realize you're in a privileged position, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Love your life,
Trust
man.
me, and that's always been the case with this system that we've had, you know, in terms of people living in abject poverty, and even in the so-called third world or the first world or the West, whatever we want to call it, people, San Francisco, Los Angeles. I mean,
But what's happening in New York?
oh my
We've
goodness!
got to talk about
oh
that.
yeah,
And
what
guess-
in God's name? And Canada, the wildfires in Canada.
You know what? That's linked, you know, because
I
what
think
Ralph
so.
was saying was that the wildfires, the smoke was coming from there to New York.
Mhm.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
And Canada is near New York.
Very.
Because White Buffalo is closer to Canada than it is to the city of New York.
Yeah,
Imagine that.
it's crazy.
So-
That when you go to Niagara Falls and
Yeah.
you stand at Niagara Falls and you look over and you're looking at United States of America, literally just over where the falls are.
Yeah.
You know, but I saw a clip of this brother who was outside of his house or his garden, and he had a little bottle of water and he just poured it on the soil, and literally fumes were coming out. So there was no flame, but yet there was like smoke coming from it, and he's saying, what's this about? But listen, what that man Trudeau's doing to them people out there, is this like the coup de grace? You know what I mean? Let's just go in for the mass, mass homicide right about now, because what they're doing is absolutely obscene. It really is. And was it the yellow cloud in New York? The yellow
smoke. Yeah.
yellow smoke.
Yeah.
And when it landed, there's a video like
Lord J was on that.
yeah, it was like settled on top of the water, where the drainage was. What's that? I mean, we know that they've been chemtrailing man for time, but what was that? I guess we'll find out at some point. But when evil's desperate, they'll do lots of desperate things, and right about now everything's been cranked up. But what they want you to do is to detract away from what's really taking place, which is the birthing of a new earth, a new world. You know what I'm saying? That you have a part to play in, a very integral part if you're switched on. Boris stepping down as MP, forcing by-elections, and 2 more MPs following him. It just shows you the whole governmental system is in shambles, because it was never built on anything factual. It's all fake. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you pull back the curtains, then you'll see that it could Creole up one man stuck behind it, using this loud halo to speak, when all you hear is his voice and you're petrified. I better this and I better that. I better go and get my stabs and my jabs, because if I don't, and all it is somebody, pulling the strings behind the scene. So, Nicola Sturgeon, SNP, ex-leader, then reared Fia Yard, took her in for questioning for financial irregularities. Listen, they're all criminals. They're all goddamn thieves. They really are. And it's time for us to come together and form our cooperatives, our assemblies, however you want to shape it, whereby whatever you would naturally give to your so-called municipalities or your councils, you pool those resources and provide for your community. It's time to do that, because as you can see, they've done nothing to benefit you and everything to benefit themselves, from your councillors to your MPs to your so-called CEO. Your CEO of your local authorities is a chief executive officer. That's a corporate term. That's because it's a corporation. So they're not there for you. They never have been, and they never will be. Under the current system, what we have to do is take back the control. So it's not what they think is best for us. It's what we as a collective decide is best for us. Do you get what I'm saying? So the whole system is crumbling. It is, as we speak, it's crumbling. And what they're trying to do is to distract us with all sorts of things. Universal basic income. They're going to start trialing it on 30 people, give them £1,600 a month. What's £1,600? But it's free money, you see. What's £1,600? What can that buy for you in terms of what you need to sustain yourself as a family and pay your dues? £1,600, nothing. But yet they're going to trial it out in, I think it's Greenwich or one of those places that they're going to trial it out in. You've got Aldi in London, gone QR. You can't go in there without scanning the QR. You see how they really, once they do this and people accept it, then they'll roll it out. But if people say, I'm not going in there, guess what? Aldi business mash up. So it's time, folks. You know what I'm saying? Everything is suggestion. You've been, you know, let's put it here and let's see what people do, just like they did 3 years ago. Let's frighten the shit out of people. Let's frighten the EBGBs out of people and see what they'll do. Well, we know what they've done, what the majority of people have done that we know personally. They fell for it, hook, line and sinker, and they're paying a very dear price for it. Those that have already transitioned and those that are yet to, because of what they've got inside of them. If they had 3 lots of saline, I'd say all power to you. But guess what? It was easy for them to put this suggestion forward. And you know what the strangest thing is? That it was more intellectual people that actually fell for this. Why? Because they believed everything that the government scientists said, and especially those that are affiliated to the party, because Andrew Bridgen is out there trumpeting the horn and talking about everything that needs to be spoken about. But guess what? He has 2 of them himself. Why? Because he fell for the lie. He didn't say, hang on a second. And he's somebody that studied this at university on those levels, you know, virology and all the rest of it. So it was, you know, people, just ordinary people like myself and STS, who just said, hang on a second. So in order for me to do X, Y, and Z, I've got to do so and so. Well, if this is for my benefit, then I don't need to be coerced into doing it. I don't need to be threatened. I'll be running to go and do it. So we practice body autonomy. It's our body, and we do with it what we please. Don't belong to the state, regardless of your legal copyright fiction bullshit. Do you get what I'm saying? It's time, folks. It really is time. Come in, my youth. Come in, don't rant.
Pleasant energy.
Oh, it's beautiful up here. Oh, the sun,
Pleasant
SUN
energy.
is shining, man.
You know, learning how to tap into your energy frequencies is key, man. And you know what my mentor was on about? There's a lot of people still sleeping, man. You know, because
And that's a sad fact.
What we the herd mentality. What we love to do is follow fashion, not follow ourselves. And this is why we have so many issues on this planet, you know, because we've got so many people trying to be like other people.
Yep.
You know,
Go along to get along.
Yeah, just you know, tap into I can't even pronounce it, individuality. Tap into it, man, because if you don't, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer.
They're gonna make sure.
Suffer, man.
Oh my God.
Because you're gonna align to the agenda. You have to. And what I learned with life is that because a lot of people haven't got the awareness and knowledge yourself, they have to be around others. Otherwise, they can't function.
Yeah.
Don't get twisted. We're all interconnected, but at the same time, you have to find yourself, baby. You can't keep relying on others.
No.
Because
you really
what
can't.
if they're gone?
Exactly.
What are you gonna do?
That's what I'm trying to
What
say.
I mean? You have to develop yourself, develop your consciousness, man. It's so key, man. And one other thing I'll say is that we need to learn how to love, man. Really love each other, man. Because if we don't, we're gonna be warring forever. Because the biggest war is not out there, believe it or not. It's in here. It's in here first. And until we deal with that, we're gonna be fighting, man. We're gonna be fighting all the time, because trust me, people know out there, I'm really big on the mind. Like, if you don't work on your mind, you're gonna suffer a great deal, because your mind is the filter to this reality. And the key thing here, people need to work on their energy, because your spirit is linked with your energy. So if you work on your energy, then your mind can be used as a tool, like we was discussing last midweek. Your mind can be used as a tool instead of a weapon for self and others.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? A lot of people, trust me, man, and because I'm tapped into the Kundalini, I have to deal with certain things that people won't even dream of, trust me. So this is why it was so key for me to tap into my shadow. And I know for a fact, it's key for others to tap into the shadow as well, because if you don't, your shadow's going to attack you. This is what I learned with the shadow. If you don't express it, your shadow will attack you, trust me. So remember, like I said earlier, most people only show 5%, you get me? The true governors are 95%. Just keep on tapping into that. And trust me, and I know, and I'm going to say this because it's on my mind right now, little joke for you. Come like me, I am parakeet backside, but trust me, the reason why is because I'm working off repetition with the subconscious, just like Ladycrowne. We're working off the subconscious. We're not working with this conscious mind creating fake realities.
No.
You get me? What a lot of people are dealing with, these illusions that create hella confusion. Because remember, your conscious mind can create any reality. And key thing here, tap into Dr. Bruce Lipton. The power of belief. Whatever you believe, try know it's going to manifest. Whether it's good or bad, try know.
Absolutely,
it's going to manifest.
Absolutely,
Just leave it on that and bring you back in, baby.
Yeah. Well, we all know about the British bullshit corporation known as the BBC that's funded by taxpayers' TV licence fee. Those of you that are still out there supporting these organisations, then I will say shame on you. Shame on UNO, when you now know categorically that these people have supported and paid millions and millions of pounds to their so-called TV personalities when they've, acted, I don't even know what to say, pedophilia. It's as simple as that. It's rife, and they've known and covered it up, but your and my TV license went to pay for all of that. So on the 17th of June, I think this is where people are starting to galvanise. And if anybody taps into Cliff High, then you'll get so much from this man. And let me tell you something, I don't know how to describe Cliff High. You just need to check him out. He's back on Twitter because he was kicked off, and he's actually dropping some real bombs on his YouTube channel. They're like 30-minute clips, you know what I'm saying? So he's not there long, but what he does say and what he does talk about will blow your mind. So the 17th of June, all of the countries that have got a BBC broadcasting studios there, and we know that's the whole of the UK, Wales, Ireland, Scotland, on the 17th of June, people will be out in force, outside, because this is the media. So when you want to find out what's going off and get some kind of, what do? You run to the newspaper, or you put on your television, and that's what it does to you. It tells live television. It's been corrupted because it's been taken over. Murdoch and whoever else holds, all of the publications in America. And so therefore, you're not getting true news. You're getting a biased representation of the news, and you're getting a load of lies. You're getting fed bullshit. So we have to attack these people at the core and shame them, because if they were talking about the things that's starting to come out now, we've got past prime ministers that were known pedophiles, Edward Heath, Cyril Smith, but guess what? These men are all deceased. I think one of them's still alive. I can't recall his name now. All deceased. So anything that happens, what's going to happen to them? They've now gone. Rolf Harris, it was mentioned when he transitioned, but guess what? He's a pedophile. But one thing about these pedophiles that I noticed, especially when they were in politics, they were all knighted. They all became Sir. Because Jimmy Savile was Sir Jimmy Savile. That was Lizard Birth II, knighting him. What were they doing? They were rewarding them for their pedophilia. Now you got the WHO, the World Homicide Organization, talking about teaching children as young as 4 and 5 about things that they need not know about, and that's something for mummy and daddy to sit down and talk to them youths about. If you don't know now that not one of your precious boys, girls, sons and daughters should be in those institutions, I don't know when you're going to realize that, and I don't know when you're going to do something about it. You're going to wait until it's too late. They are trying to normalize pedophilia and reduce the age of consent down to 10. Or, these minor attracted individuals, pedophiles, can groom your little children then. What Philip Schofield did with that young boy, he was doing it from that boy was 10 years old, grooming him. And everybody at ITV knew about it. The whole system, it's going to be really messy. Yeah, I get that. Guess what? I'm prepared to go through it. We need to go through it because the whole system has to change. We can no longer live in a world where our most precious are violated. The most, what actually brings in the most money for these evil doers, you think it's not raping other countries of their resources and their mineral. No, it's child trafficking. Child trafficking. They sell children on Wayfair and Pizzagate. They all know they poo-pooed Pizzagate. John Podesta and Tony Podesta with some disgusting art, if you could call it that, in his home. Children, it was disgusting. But they want to normalise it. And the more people accept having drag queens come into their school, dancing in little crotch things with their nuts hanging out, guess what? The more they'll deliver that kind of stuff to your children. Because I tell you something now, my son or daughter, you're mad. Absolutely no way. How much more have they got to take your face and push it into cow dung for you to realize that this is shit and this is not what you're supposed to be doing? You're not supposed to be out there toiling for Bakra, right? So they can live off you. They are parasitical. They are draining your very life force, your very energy. And you think you've got something because you've got a house over your head. It's not yours. It belongs to them. If they want to do a compulsory purchase order and put a motorway through your yard, they can do that. So it don't belong to you. Oh, my PR for my house, with a whole penny. Really? Until you've got loyal title, you don't own anything. And show me your loyal title for your house, your car, even down to your one children, them, because you registered them with the state. Stop it. It really is time to take action, be positive, live loving, be caring, but at the same time, you have to make sure that you're doing the right thing. Stop supporting these companies, these Tesco's, whoever they are. When they come out with their hogwash, don't go there. Local farms. Yeah, find your local farms, and you'll find local markets. I mean, there's two that we have in Nottingham. One second Saturday in every month, and the other one's the second Sunday in every month. Guess what? You can go there and buy fresh produce from real people, pay with legal tender. That's what we've got to go back to, because you can now have a conversation with the man or woman that's produced whatever it is you're buying, rather than something wrapped up, parcelled up, flown in from Morocco, Egypt, wherever. You have no connection to who grew it. You don't know what's been put on it. Do you get what I'm saying? It's time. Start shopping local. Form our own hubs where we supply our own, grow our own, and provide for our own. That's what I'm talking about, the cooperatives and joining these assemblies. Why it's important for us to start doing that now. It really is. So these big companies, we can literally show them the middle finger. Because we don't need them anymore. But as long as we're there on that tit, and they decide, you know what, box your motorway, you're not getting no more, then what you're going to do? You're going to be in a whole heap of pain. Trust me. And I don't want that for anybody out there. And every day is more and more crucial. They are really just juggling. And all it takes is for one of those balls to drop. And we all already know about the bank failures. You've got more Lloyds Bank and Barclays Bank, another 63 branches shutting down. They're getting ready to roll out this CBDC. But guess what? It only happens if we acquiesce and accept it. It can't happen if we all say, you know what, I don't think so. You've had us under the cost for the last 100 odd years with your fake freaking monopoly money that you lot print off one another, and I've got to toil for. Shove it. You know when we do that? En masse. It's over. So come on, folks. Let me finish.
Okay. I remember my mentor saying that anything you fight, you give your power to. So, me personally, I choose to focus on self, because that's what creates my reality, you know? Because the external realm is shaping a lot of people's mentality. But really and truly, your life journey is the most important. Yeah, things are happening out there. But remember this, like I said earlier, your 95% is the true governor. So that's what I'm really tapped into, man. Trust me. Because when you really heighten your awareness, you have your spiritual awakening, you realize that this world is a big illusion that's been put in front of us to get our emotions in a twist and get our energy fluctuating. But really and truly, it's coming from within. You know, never forget what that spirit guy said, you know, we've been programmed to look at things and feel bad. You know, that's the illusion, you know. We've been programmed, man. And a lot of us need to deprogram, like me. STS, deprogram for a reason, because I had to get rid of that old programming that nearly took my life away. It's all life shit. That's why I'm here today. You know, I've got a different passion for this. This is why I tap in every single second. Trust me. Because I came from a situation that really made me look at self first and foremost. Nothing else. Trust me. But don't get it twisted. That external realm does have an impact on you. But only if you're not dealing with self. Yeah. You get me? Because that's where it comes from. Even though Ladycrowne has a lot of external downloads, she still deals with self in order for her to be at a good emotional state. Absolutely. Because that's what it really comes down to. We're energy emotion beings. So we can't keep externalizing our power, our energy to them, because they're harvesting souls right now. Remember this. You know, a lot of human beings are emotional,
reactive rather than being proactive. Yeah.
But your brother, trust me, when you're ready to, like I said, when you're ready to tap into your shadow, your entity, you'll realize you've got a choice every single second. I remember saying to Master T yesterday, so listen, there's a fake version of you and a real version of you. You've got a choice every single second which one to embrace. And me, personally, I choose to embrace my real self every single second. Trust me, and I hope this message really resonates with you, because trust me, as long as you express your real self and live your truth, I'm telling you, so many things are going to be working out for you, because our natural state is abundance. But, like one brother said out there,
All right, Barry.
shouts the bird man. Like one brother said out there, a lot of people are living in lack, but guess what? They're in an abundance of lack, so they're still in abundance. It's just your state. That's all it is. We're in abundance. It's just your state. It's just that the system set up our wicked society, you know? And we've been corrupted. A lot of us have been corrupted. We need to lose the bad addictions and